I'm at this beautiful Wat in Chiang Mai called the Wat Phalat. It's beautiful, man. Real beautiful. As you can see, the sunbeam blasting me in my face, man. It feels so good.
Notice now that there is just a few repetitious thoughts that always come up all the time. And I found out that they are not so useful. In the beginning, they used to trick me all the time. Why don't you try thinking about this? You'll get some type of pleasure from thinking about this. You'll get some type of happiness, a degree of happiness. And over the time, the more that they came, the less happier I'd feel. And the farther away from attaining more bliss and more tranquility my meditation had brought me. Far away. I feel that not all the time the thoughts that are coming inside your mind are some kind of negative thoughts. There are these illusions of happiness or happy thoughts or pleasing, pleasant thoughts that are actually in disguise. They are actually thoughts that are leading you away from bliss and harmony, tranquility, sati, concentration. They're just distractions. And they're only distraction because they never grow. When the thoughts come in, they usually come at the same position they were in last time. It starts off like this incident every single time, and it never grows. It only stops. It only has, it doesn't have it doesn't have some type of strong content. If I was to say, well, this is a book, it doesn't have that many pages in the book. And after you finish the pages in the book, you're just left sitting there wondering. You know how it starts, you know how it ends. You know who the characters are. You're just left feeling empty. You're just left feeling empty. Went to here, it's went to Hong Kong, it's went back to your homeland, it's been in the ice cream parlor, it's been in other temples, it's been jumping all over the place. So how can you tell me that you are bored and you're walking in circles when the mind has went all over the world 3, 4, 5 times over and over and over and over? So we know that's not the correct view and opinion. Your thoughts are so tricky. The feeling of frustration and feelings of somewhat of like fatigue, tiring yourself out, not really sure why you're even doing this. Sometimes you hit a wall and you're not really sure why the wall is there, but you know that you've hit it. And that leads to all types of different feelings, frustrations, aggravations, and just wanting to sometimes you want to throw in the towel. So basically what made me want to come up with this topic was recently, a couple days ago, I was meditating and I had those feelings. And instead of stopping the meditation, I continued on to find out if it was truly these feelings that I was feeling, or was it something else that was triggering these feelings of these negative feelings. It wasn't the practice that was making me feel these feelings. It wasn't fatigue. It wasn't anger, frustration, or any other type of ill feelings I had. The issue was, it was easier for me to beat up on the practice than it was for me to conquer the hidden and apparent problems I had with my concentration. It was way easier for me to just beat up on the practice and blame the practice. The practice is not going to fight back. So that is the real truth, was the fact that I wasn't applying wisdom properly, and because of it, it was making me lash out against myself by beating up on the things that were trying to help me. That is the real truth. So I learned a lot of stuff through that whole experience right there, right then and there. Not everything you feel is everything that you feel. No matter how much that probably doesn't make sense, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of